Been in the metaverse, man.
Been in the metaverse.
Meta world peace.
Meta world peace.
Now you understand?
Yeah.
Meta world peace, my nigga.
Some people you think are crazy at first, they're just ahead.
Oh God.
And then everybody else, the minions catch up.
I figured out a long time ago, in this world, crazy is saying up is down, down is up.
For the most part,
I mean, yeah, there's some truth to that.
Shit is backwards, upside down, inside out.
Yeah.
if you just pay attention, you usually stay ahead of everything. If you just see it coming.
But we just seen a thing with Palantir and AI. They done deployed it with the military, and the military say that they can see 3 days into the future with the alpha.
Oh yeah,
Based on
I can see that.
Based on the trends and the information, they can go 3 days and predict something.
I mean you can't in a way you can too. Like a human,
Indeed.
you kind of yeah.
Indeed. All they doing is synthesizing the creation of the motion.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Like you said, we got telephones and all that. Bro, I was just thinking about you.
Yep.
That happens with me and my
Yeah.
mom.
Oh
all the
my
time.
God. Yeah.
I was at there was some I don't even fuck with
Yeah.
strip clubs, but I was at a strip club and my boy, he was here. I can't even think of the name. They shut it down now. But I was just looking around. I was like, man, I just remember grabbing him like, come on, cuz we gotta get out. And by the time we got outside, we were probably 3 steps out the door. You just heard pop, 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 pop. And it was just like I just noticed because I wasn't really drinking, you know what I'm saying? So I was still present. And I just noticed the movement.
He was crunching the data.
And I was like, man, something don't look right, man. It just that sense. And I grabbed it, next thing you know, we been hiding behind some car. What's the damn strip club?
Where at?
Take this,
It shut down.
what you
It was-
call
it
it,
was
and put
somewhere.
it like
It was
more,
hood.
Oh,
because I
wagon.
can't see the TV.
I don't even know where it was.
So like,
we had
yeah,
jumped
there
in,
you go. That's cool.
in one of my homeboy's car. He took us.
So was it
It
Players
shut down.
Club?
This is probably 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
All right, y'all.
Was it mostly black dancers?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well then had to be
They
dollar
had-
bills right down the street, down on Wagner Ford Road.
I don't even know.
What was
They
that on
had-
Wagner Ford Road before the
They
Players
had
Club?
bulletproof vests, all type of shit, all the bouncers.
Yeah.
I was like, no, man.
It was a different name before it was Players Club. What was the name of that club down there?
Gentlemen's Club.
Gentlemen's Club.
I can't tell you what.
Yeah, it had to be there.
Damn, what was that
It's the only
last
place
name?
where it gets shot up at and niggas walking around with bulletproof vests on already and everything.
Yeah, they shut it from when, but they shut
That
it
place
down.
got bodies.
That place still open?
Nah.
Nah,
Oh, yeah.
tornado hit it.
Oh, okay.
It's the only thing that stopped it.
Yeah. They took that money.
COVID couldn't stop that motherfucker.
No, man.
All right, we got the commercial
All
rolling.
right, vinyl.
After the commercial, we'll be ready. Give and take 1.5, 2 minutes.
You'll see the live getting ready to pop up. It wouldn't let me tag for some reason today. All this shit is like doing some fuckery to me today.
So it'll pop up live on your Instagram?
It's gonna pop up on our Facebook page, the Legendary People Podcast page.
Yeah, we gotta do our bread and butter. Here we go.
215.
What is? Ooh wee, I'm still in.
What you get at?
I got it 2 days ago.
What was it, like 100?
Did
Did it dip below 200?
yeah.
Y'all mess with the Shein. What is the
Sheba?
Yeah.
Yep. Firmly.
Shit.
So if I share this to my page when they click on it,
Yeah, and then it'll take them like the
it
record
goes
to it.
live.
Oh, good cold. I'm talking shit today.
Talk your shit, man.
Man, I got fucking so irritated doing this shit just now.
Time is up in one of the careers.
Shit.
How was that Kier wine, Peanut?
Sweeter
good,
than
man. It's
motherfucking
smooth.
bear meat.
Hey, dear me.
And deer meat's good.
It is.
Yeah, you put in some spaghetti.
We all
I ain't
shared
never
up.
heard of this spaghetti.
I'm shared up already. I'm good. Matter of fact, let me share it to
I'm
the what's
sharing
the
up
name
now. I'm rolling.
Let me share it to the Ratchet group, bro, because they
I
started
shared
to
to YouTube. I shared to 93.5 yesterday.
Did you? Let me go here. Super Bowl champ in the motherfucking building. Stop playing with us.
Tezo's dead.
Fucking shit. Hey, is the election shit over yet?
Nah, we still got a couple hours left.
To go and vote?
Yeah. Bro, I had to be dedicated to vote, bro. I went out to the Board of Election. They told me I had to go to a different location. I went to a different location. They sent me to another location. I was dedicated today. I went out and voted for the bro. Bro, he came to the Godcast to sit down with me, bro. I had to look out, bro.
Yeah.
I had to go look
I seen
out.
your post, Matt.
Yeah,
I
bro.
seen
Like,
your
that's
post.
official, bro. Like, you a governor, bro. You come sit down with the... Come on, bro.
Cole made me vote and go get my second coach.
You know they cool.
So
They had the
I
gun. Hey, they had guy running for the governor in here. You know they cool.
Yeah.
Down here in the hood.
Facts.
That's what it is.
Fact. They stayed on the late night too. You know what I'm saying? And we chopped up a little bit afterwards. It's like it was cool to see him do his politician shit on here, but afterwards I had a conversation like a real man talk. Bro, it made me respect him way more. You know what I'm saying? He ain't one of those fake ones. bro.
Nah.
No, that's the only way it's gonna change, man.
Yep.
Who ain't fake memes?
Man, yeah,
Rush was
bro.
rolling.
A representation is important.
Slim.
Ah, shit.
Slim, you stupid, man. See, I tell, hey, when I left last night, my dude was going through different outpost shit on the net, right?
Yeah.
So we got the Bosco, and Bosco was like, yeah. He was like, Takashi, we want you to die next. I told you that. I told you.
Man.
I told you the algorithm won't death, bro. It's digital brutality. It's like, are you not entertained? Like, no, we are not.
All right, here we
They
go.
won.
Peanut coming to you, bro. We running the intro right
watching
now,
Bosco,
bro. We got a
Yuck mouth. All
intro is running.
You hit to Hassan.
Hassan Campbell?
Yeah,
Man,
in
he
New
a
York.
sucker, man.
He say what he want though.
Man, he need to go get an African bambaataa before he start talking about
He
other
do
stuff.
though.
It's not about that.
Yeah, we ready. You gonna have me talking
You got
crazy
your,
about
you
him.
got your
Oh,
intro
no.
running.
Have me talking crazy. I cannot stand that dude. bro.
Oh,
Yeah, congratulations.
He's getting popped.
we running the intro.
PK, make sure you go in your put that mic in front of you, bro, so we can hear you and stuff.
You ready? I think
Get
we ready.
your audio. Yeah. P dashes.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Peanut, aka Dash Reese. First, I got my man Stacking Smedro.
Smedro in the building, bro. You gonna get an irritated Smed today. You know why?
Why?
Because we've been trying to start this podcast since 6 o'clock, bro.
44 minutes.
We got a real king in the building. You
Oh,
feel
God.
me? You know, and time is money, man.
Yeah.
And I understand that, bro. But we've been trying to get some of this technical difficulty stuff out the way. But shit, it happens, man. You feel me? It happens to the best of them.
Yes.
And I am the best of them. And it
Let's
happened
go,
to me.
Smed.
Nah, you guys, man. Thank you guys for coming to the Legendary People Podcast, man. As always, you guys, if you're watching on Facebook,
Yeah.
we want you to go to our YouTube channel, like and subscribe, ring the bell notification so you can get alerts every time we drop new content.
Uh-huh.
Man. We did go over 1,000 subscribers,
We did.
so man, we are real happy about that. That was definitely a goal, and we kicked down that milestone. So man, thank you for everybody who subscribed. We looked at the analytics, and it's not just us, but for the most part, over half of the people who watch YouTube channels on a regular, they don't really subscribe.
Right.
But subscribing is free, and it helps out the people that you roll with to help them keep producing content. So make sure you go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's the Legendary People Podcast on YouTube and on Facebook. We also are on Instagram and Twitter. So you guys follow us on all social media.
And Spotify.
Right. Spotify and Apple Music,
Yes.
man. We got all type of little good stuff cooking up, man. We start off every show by giving a major shout out to all of our sponsors.
Absolutely.
Our sponsors definitely help this thing run. We want you to go to Sheik's for breakfast. They got the best breakfast in the city.
Absolutely.
My personal favorite, as we all well know.
Turkey bacon.
It's turkey bacon, bro, with some good French toast. Get you
Sure.
some scrambled eggs. Bro, they got these potatoes.
Go get the champagne mimosa.
Goddamn
man, while you down
potatoes
there,
is
man.
cut in triangles.
Yeah.
A little seasoning on them, bro, and then sprinkle a little sound. What I'm about to say might even sound a little different to you, bro, but they put a little fruit, strawberry on your plate, man.
Uh-oh.
Get you going, man. Get you going in the right direction. It looks nice and it
Try
tastes
the mimosa
good,
while you down
man.
there next time, man.
Mimosa?
Yeah, man.
Mimosas is kind of cool.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
Like, good champagne in there, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of that cheap shit.
Mimosas is good.
Yeah.
I had some, bro.
Yeah.
And they got mimosas at Chic. So, man, go through there and holler at my bros, man. I love them. I love them. I love them. And their food is actually good, man.
Okay.
You got my word for it. Go to Agnes All Natural Grill for
We ate that
lunch.
today.
We did have Agnes All Natural
Good,
Grill
man.
delivered by my daughter, Taylor Smith. I love you, baby.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking care of us, man.
Absolutely.
And Agnes All Natural Grill got the jerk chicken bowls, chicken, rice, cabbage. You feel me?
The jerk chicken was slapping.
Jerk chicken slap. Very, very good, man. Agnes All Natural Grill. They're not at the Dayton Mall. They are on the corner of 3rd and Wayne, right downtown, across from the library. So go and check out Agnes All Natural Grill. If you ever get injured in any type of way, go straight to the hospital and then call attorney Michael Wright at 937-222-7477. Make the right choice. Attorney Michael Wright. When you want to get drunk, and I do mean when you want to get bent like a damn. What's bent?
Like
What
Main
gets bent?
Street. You want to get bent like
You want to
Main
get
Street.
bent like Main Street? Bent? Damn, I fucked up something on this side. Hey, if you want to get like literally bent, man, drink some of this Kiara
Like
wine.
Smith, he's not going to think on the table. He drunk.
You don't
He
even
drinking all
need it. You
morning.
don't even need the Bill Cosby, here, bro. When you got some of that Kiara wine, bro.
He gonna get us cancer. Look, I told you.
The Kiara wine is strong enough, bro. Alone,
Yeah.
you don't even gotta sprinkle me, man.
Oh, my
You don't
God.
gotta sprinkle like E40, bro. Yeah, Kiara wine. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. Man, I'm just playing card. It's kind of cool. Like you
Yeah.
can say something a little offensive, and then I'm just
I'm
playing.
just playing, yeah. You gotta keep that card up.
I'm just playing
The first
card.
day forget that card, man. That's your bad.
Yeah, don't forget that. I'm just
Don't
playing
forget that
card.
I'm just playing card.
You guys, theshoparea.com.
Where?
Theshoparea.com. 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 It's like the baby Amazon.
That's the bar.
Whatever you need, bro, just go to theshoparea.com, type it on up in the search bar, and bang, bang. It's going to be right there for you. Actually, all deliveries are free from theshoparea.com. It's from the store.
to your door and for.
From the store to your door and for theshoparea.com, man. Free deliveries to baby Amazon, a black queen on this company.
Yes.
Are you kidding me? You want to go to Elon Musk? Do Elon Musk on Amazon?
You want to go to Scamazon?
They like, no. He
You want to go to
Scamazon?
Scamazon?
No, he actually doesn't. Jeff Bezos.
Bezos.
It's big Jeff Bezos. All of them got rocket ships.
Right.
She ain't got no rocket ship.
yet?
Get her a rocket ship. You
Yeah.
got him a rocket ship. Get her a rocket ship.
All right, man. You got to be stopped.
You over there, sir. You guys, man, come and holler at us. We T-Shirt Kings, t-shirtkings247.com. Gold for your mouth, the number one gold teeth designers in the world. And Camera Kings Portrait Studios. Take some family pictures of you and your wife or even your side piece and come in here and take some
For
pictures,
sure.
man. We gonna take them, snapping you up, getting you
Nice
ready to
and
go,
discreet. Get you
man.
right up out of here.
And last but not least, my bro like none other, Dash Resource.
Hey.
No S.
No S,
Dash Resource. And he teaches you how to make money, a big old bag by selling stocks.
Not dope.
Yes, sir. Sell stocks, not dope. Every Sunday at this channel right here at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, no doubt. No doubt. All right, you guys, man. Enough of these ads because we tired of this. Some of you guys that I did talk about ads for, you owe me a couple of dollars. So let's get that together real quick, or this will.
You can't be mad at the ads if you ain't paid your bill. Like, man, the ads
I'm over here, and believe me, I'm working. Y'all hear them ads? I'm finessing through them, and I remember them all too. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Without further ado, my brother from another mother. God damn it. Peanut Johnson.
PRY, right?
Now I'm drinking all show, bro. By the end of this show, bro, we gonna talk so much.
All right,
shit.
listen, man. Listen.
All right, Peanut Johnson, back to you.
Now, listen, y'all. I have never lied to y'all when I say that every guest has cascaded the other guests in different ways, right?
Yeah.
But this right here is something legendary, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have to put respect on our name after this. You know what I'm saying? You don't just meet an NFL champion every day.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? You just run across one. You run across one of them, bro.
Yeah, bro.
We got my man PK Sales, bro. My man.
Brody.
Yeah, shout out to the studio audience, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, hold it down. That's good. So, here on the Legendary People podcast, we like to celebrate our legends by finding out the origins. So, without further ado, where'd you grow up?
Yeah, man, I grew up right outside of Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Born in Denver, Colorado. Moved out when I was like 4 or 5 years old. So
Yeah.
just, a Georgia boy by way of Rocky Mountains. They ended up here in good old DYT.
Word.
Still trying to get used to it.
So, let's get to the early years. Like, do you have any fond memories of growing up in Denver?
No, I don't remember Denver at all, man. Just grandma's house, eating a whole bunch of graham crackers.
Yeah.
But
in Denver, BK.
She was old school big mama type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, she would wake up 5 in the morning, start cooking something, and then it would just roll until bedtime. And then you know what I'm saying? Repeat. So no, it was cool, man. I had little boy memories, but it was nothing. Just cousins, stuff like that. Just chilling, normal family stuff, and then Grandpa died when I was real young, and then it was just kind of time to move and start fresh. So that's what happened, man. My dad packed up, hit up Atlanta, and then about a month or two later, the whole family went down, and that was history.
So like what area in Atlanta, and I mean, like, be as specific as you can.
Yeah,
we're from Dayton,
no. So like, if I'm in Ohio, it's Atlanta, because I can't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's Gwinnett County. So Gwinnett County is you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
it's a little,
for sure.
North of Atlanta, like northeast, and so now, to be real, it should be the capital of Georgia, because Gwinnett took over Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother conversation. We'll get some of my Georgia boys on and talk about it. But yeah, so Gwinnett.
So, like, what were the kind of things were you into early, like around those first early stages?
Man, to be real, at first, like every kid, you start off just trying to gain knowledge, man. Like, and that's for real. I used to read as a little boy, music and reading, and then you figure out, you put a ball in your hand, and you get more love for scoring touchdowns than you do for playing the drums, or you know what I'm saying, being in a book club. So just naturally, you know what I'm saying, like every little kid wants to learn. That's how we're wired. But once when I got that ball and figured out I could do some damage with it, that's everything.
So who all lived in that household when you grew up? Was it you, your mom?
Yeah, I had my uncle. He was my dad. One of his older brothers would tease us talking about we were the Cosbys, because we were the only like black family he knew that really like stuck together. My parents, they trust me, we had our ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? They owned their own companies to make sure they could be around their kids. So we had hard times, and they would lose some contracts with the cleaning. But it was dad, mom, my older sister, and then my little brother.
So, like, I come from an athletic family. Like, I mean, like your sister, of course. I mean, she played at Clemson. Your brother, of course, y'all was teammates. So, like, what was it like growing up in a household full of everybody being athletically gifted in a way?
a lot of shit talking. From mom, dad, and let's just get this clear because everybody thinks that and you know, R.I.P. to Big Phil, going on 16 years, December 14th.
Yeah.
And
That's
trust
Pops?
me, that's Pops. You know,
That's Pops, man. Rest in peace,
yes,
Pops.
sir. Appreciate it.
Pops, bro.
He put that work in us, right? But mom, she was the one who was really the quiet killer. You know what I'm saying? She would just whisper something to you here and there.
Wow.
And she grew up from the hood. She was, you know what I'm saying? She was from a spot in Kansas City that nobody here wants to go to. You take the hardest cat from Dayton, you don't want to roll up to her neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
dad was a suburb dude who just acted tough. You know what I'm saying? But when you mix the two, so I just wanted to shout out my mom because I'm sure she'll hop on here. She's still going strong, you know, but she's the one, man. She would come by and whisper something in our ear, make sure we got right. And there was just a lot of shit talking from Granny Goose all the way down to my little brother. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna compete over everything. You know?
So, like, who are some of your early childhood friends that you had that like you can remember back in those days?
Yeah. Actually, my boy, he's still my boy to this day. We call him Big B, Brian Harrison. He's from Dayton, and they left. His parents, I think, went to Dunbar. So they left. And I met him in 3rd grade. To be real, man, I couldn't stand him. Wanted to put hands on him all the time.
Yeah.
But we all got no friends like that.
Yeah, but then we just grew for real to a true brotherhood. His dad passed away a few years back, so we have a lot of common bonds, you know what I'm saying? And but he loved to compete. His dad, my dad, started a track team, and he was a bigger kid, so he was like shot put and stuff like that. But it was just one of those, you know, just friendships that, you know, God or the universe, whatever you want to believe in, sent, and it grew into a brotherhood. So there's a lot of them, but he's the main one from the beginning, 3rd grade to right now. So shout out to B. He's one of the lamest dudes you ever meet. That's my boy. No, he's cool, man. He's cool. Yeah.
So, was there any other athletics that you probably would have been great at as well, other than football?
Yeah. So to be honest with you, I was way better at baseball.
Word.
Yeah, way better at baseball. I don't know how deep y'all want to go with this, but it's a thing. It's still happening now, especially, you know, in the 90s when I grew up. When you're the only black kid on these travel baseball teams, you start feeling lonely. You know what I'm saying? You don't talk the same. You don't share the same kind of stories. And there was one game, just to be real, nigger was spray painted on the dugout. It wasn't towards me, you know what I'm saying, but it was on the dugout at one of the games. And no coaches said anything. They didn't stop the game and say, hey, we're not going to play this game until y'all whatever, or we're going to switch dugouts or something, you know what I'm saying? So as a little black kid, like 10 years old, I sat in this dugout for 7 innings, you know, which is a long ass time.
Oh my God.
And just watch the kids laugh about it. And then that's when it finally hit me. I played like 3 more years, but that's when it hit me like, I want to play with my black friends, which were all football or basketball. We weren't allowed to hoop because that was my sister's one sport, and we didn't have enough money for all 3, so we had to pick our sports, and then that was the one sport, because she was so much older, you know, we had to travel to Clemson to watch her play in AAU.
Yeah.
So we couldn't hoop, so the only way I could get around my black friends was to play football. So to be honest with you, I probably would have had a 20-year career in baseball if it wasn't for that one moment, which is
what's the brains right now?
Probably so.
Look, bro. So you in Gwinnett County, was that mostly white or was it?
Yeah. So when I grew up, there was literally a railroad track that kind of split Gwinnett, like it used to do. You know, a lot of towns or whatever. And my parents would purposely live on the white side because they wanted white families to know us more than just a black kid who showed up for sports, right? So we'd be in like a nice house and not have a lot of furniture or something like that because they were just stretching, making ends meet to make sure and give us that whole kind of like fake it till you make it, right?
Right.
And I appreciate them because it taught us how to handle that crowd,
Right.
It could also be around the arts. You have to have that balance when you get into real life.
Definitely.
Trying to do business or whatever. You have to know how to turn it on and on and turn it off and on. So,
Moms
yeah,
and pops
so
wanted you guys to go to a good school too.
Yeah. So it wasn't about sports to them. It was just the sports was the avenue. So my brother and sister both had their masters and getting kind of ahead of, the story. And I never finished my degree, but it was because of a good cause, leaving early to go provide, which I went back a few years ago, knocked out a couple more hours or whatever. But so I grew up on the white side, and then I would only get to see my boys with sports. So it was important, you know what I'm saying? Football, that's how I kind of just gravitated towards. But if you call my mom right now and you tell me, about PK playing football, she's happy, but she would fall asleep at the games. And she didn't really care about that. But you say, tell me about PK playing baseball, and her face just like
Lights up.
lights up. You know what I'm saying? She was like, it was just.
So were all your teammates white when we had nigga spray paint?
Oh yeah. Because once you hit all-star baseball, I was the only. You had your black kids on the team, kind of like in the rec league part, and they'd be fast. So, but it's just a parent sign them up. But when you got to like the all-star, usually I was the only. There was only one more kid, KD. I think every other year because he was older. So when I was on the bottom of the age group, he would be on there with me. But when I was on the top of the age group, I would be the only black kid. Playing baseball.
Damn, I wonder.
And it still goes on today. A lot of people, they'll see a game and the dudes look like us, but they're from
Dominican.
right. And the reason that is because they can actually offer them less money because they don't. A black kid has to get the same money as a white kid because they're American.
Right.
So they go find somebody who's from the dirt of a different country. A lot of people don't realize that, and so they can actually lowball them earlier. And then they get away with it. So a lot of black kids, I think Deion Sanders will start posting some stuff trying to get attention for black baseball because he was a baseball player. So, but anyway, so that, and then I was a track guy, and that goes hand in hand with football. So I was a 2-time state champ in the hurdles, 110, 300. Ran track my whole life, so I was all-state track runner of the year. So I could have gone to college on track. Just a blessed athlete, that just one of those dudes.
Man, that is real cool, bro.
So blessed for sure, man. First chair percussion all through middle school.
What?
Drums.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, sir.
You kind of hitting that. Yeah.
What? Any type of drum in particular?
So I had to play. I would mainly do snare, but I did the whole set, and then we'd play everything from the xylophones to whatever they would call those big drums. We did like boom, 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 all types of that. So my mom, that was her rule, man. She was like, "You're gonna play sports, you gotta do music or art." So I ended up honors art, and just got into that. So just as they say, like a well-rounded. She just didn't want anybody to be able to attack us from any angle. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to do her best. My dad too, just to make sure that nobody could find a flaw, which everybody has flaws, you know what I'm saying? But she was just trying to minimize.
Man, that is real cool.
So I wasn't honors and reading and books and stuff. I was more of just an artsy type person, So man.
Word. So like transition from elementary into middle school, like what was that transition like for you? Like as far as you can remember, like
It was ironically, we were just talking about my son today. Unfortunately, got his first, real fight at school. And it was,
bro, he innocent.
No, he actually the principal called.
Bro, I know he innocent.
I won't tell all the personal stuff, but the principal was I never seen Trey act like that. Blah blah blah. And then we found out, the kid was saying some crazy racist stuff, and Trey walked away. It lasted for a whole class period. It rolled into another class, and Trey finally busted his ass up. But same kind of story with me. I grew up with some really good people. They were white, like I said. I was on the other side of the track. But then middle school was tough because you started seeing the separation. You know what I'm saying? But it also made you better because it allowed you to adapt to some of the things you probably wouldn't have seen if you were in a more black school. But yeah, sometimes you just felt like you were on an island. But overall, man, my life was good. Middle school was cool.
What was the name of middle school?
Pinckneyville Middle School, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's named after some dude who conquered some shit in Georgia, I guess.
Conquered some niggas.
Yeah.
Conquered some niggas in Georgia.
Yeah. They
Pinckneyville.
named it after him. So, but yeah, no, that was really though in a weird way. That's when I really realized, because I tried to write a book and I had this girl helping me. She was a ghostwriter, and middle school is when I really figured out in a good way, but how to manipulate all people with sports, right? Teachers, girls, everybody, because that's the age you really start. Like the blinders are coming off as a youth, and you're coming into a young man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I started realizing how powerful sports are.
Yeah.
And you know, I just kind of used it. It was like a drug.
In what way, bro?
So I just
like,
so
on the
number
breakdown
one,
side.
going back to being the only black kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
I saw like, because I was really good, I was the one getting
Right.
invited to like sleepovers or something like that.
Yeah.
The white girls were talking to me, but they weren't talking to the homie.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
who wasn't balling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the teachers would give you a little bit more leeway, and and then I just started thinking like, damn, this is about to be really easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My grades went from, you know, like all A's to like B's and C's, because I just realized you don't even need all this school, which you do, but like as a young kid, I was just like, oh,
I got
with
sports.
these B's,
Yeah.
I'm gonna run it. You know what I'm saying? But I really started. I don't know if it's good or bad. I'm just being real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I
that's
just started
right.
learning
That's right.
how to just manipulate, and saw how it could help me. I could see kind of like, oh, if you keep doing this in the future, your life's gonna be real easy compared to
So-
some of my other homies.
Is your brother is younger than you?
He's younger, 21 months younger.
21. So
Yeah.
y'all like super close.
Oh yeah. We grew up doing everything together, man. He wasn't a better athlete than me, but he was a better football player. He was way better.
Yeah.
Just like Juju and Trey.
Yeah.
The younger brother always, if the older brother does it right, the baby's supposed to be better. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for sure.
And so my brother, man, he was bigger, stronger. He loved the contact. So yeah, I mean, he was a dog, man. He was knocking little kids out early.
Did you guys play the same position?
We were running backs because, you know, little kid, you just toss the fast kid.
Yeah.
But then as we got older, he fell in love with quarterback. And
Okay.
he's real smart. He's probably the smartest out of all three. So he loved, I think, the cerebral side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
And
being
being
a
able to
tactician
control.
and having
Yeah.
that,
He got to control everything. He's to this day, he's still kind of like a control, not freak, but he just wants everything his way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
He
love
baby
him.
little brother.
little
brother,
So
you
that
know
was his
how it
way
is.
to,
Yeah, I'm a baby brother.
yeah, that was his way to, and he was born way too ahead of his time. You know what I'm saying? If he had
Yeah.
all this RPO, read option shit, dude, he'd have been definitely top 2 draft, rounds, and been making millions. But it is what it is. You know, we're born, and but players like him help change the game. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because when he came out, even though he got his scholarship to Florida State, the own town, when they picked like the best players in the town, they put him as an athlete, right? They didn't even give him the #1 quarterback. It's always like the fast, athletic black kid who played quarterback was just an athlete.
Right.
Yeah.
And nowadays,
Yeah.
it's a quarterback. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But they didn't know how to use those kids, right? And
Like
so,
they try to say Lamar Jackson is a running back.
Yeah.
Same type of shit.
Yeah.
This
But
mindset.
when you know, for the guys who really understand football, when you had that quarterback who could run and pass, the numbers change on defense. It helps you, right? Because
Mhm.
now, like, you had to have somebody who can run with the quarterback. So that means the linebacker has to be a smaller guy
Smaller.
or somebody, right?
Right.
Which also helps. Now you just hand the ball off to the running back because you're dealing with a dude who's undersized. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But just the whole count changes, and people are just now really figuring out, like a Braxton Miller type kid. Like, we don't even have to block the DN. We'll just go double the linebacker. The DN's not messing with this dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You give him a wiggle, you to the corner, right? And
Yeah.
then when you add the throwing, you no longer have to sit in the pocket and throw it 60 yards, 40 yards. You can dink and dunk like Mahomes. You're struggling this year, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You hit the little 15-yard crosses to a fast can you out. But that all starts because the numbers change with a running quarterback. So, little bro is amazing. I feel bad for him for real, man, because they weren't messing with black dudes like that. 20 years ago.
Which is a shame.
It is crazy. If you get on YouTube and look up Lorne, Lorne, last name Sam, S-A-M, when he transferred to UTEP because Florida State lied to him, he got to college and they moved him to receiver and he stuck out for like 3 years and then he dipped. And back then, for the people who are mad at the transfer portal, back then the college had the right to block you from wherever you transferred. So they blocked him from ACC, SEC, and any teams we might play, and sent his ass way out west to some like. So that's people don't understand how important that portal is nowadays. That kids can be at home because he didn't know anybody in Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So my sister had to move out there, and then my parents would go visit. So, but anyway, he got a chance to play quarterback at UTEP. So you guys YouTube him. He was a
Man, shout out to little bro,
shout out,
man. All day,
Oh,
man.
yeah, yes, sir. Yeah.
So, I mean, like you kind of spoke on what we talk about a lot of time is when you go from middle school to high school, when you start, I mean, it's kind of when you start to feel yourself, kind of coming to your own. What would it like to become, you know, like a man with, you know what I mean, like goals and aspirations of making it to the NFL?
So what's funny is, you know, right now, you know, 6'4", 230, but 8th grade I was 5'6", like 100 pounds, right? So when I was telling people I'm gonna go to the league, like it was a joke, you know? They're like,
Yeah.
you're this tall, like you're not going anywhere, you know what I'm saying? And my mom would always just kind of rub my back and be like, it's all right, baby, you know, like play the drums.
Yeah.
But, that summer I shot up to 6'1", and so that's when the dreams kind of like, you're like, oh, I'm getting bigger, but still you realize how much further ahead varsity. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of kids don't realize. So like parents who get mad, especially in basketball, because you know we're talking about the whole AAU scene. When people get mad at they're playing, a kid got held back or something, he's a year older. Well, if you really want your kid to be a dog, in high school he has to play against kids who are 2-3 years old. It's not always going to be your same age group.
Right.
You know